Hello everyone again, Christian from Berlin for the improvisation lesson number 4. For sure you found out that I'm definitely full of shit.
So true.
So I cannot be at the same time full of myself. I might say I had a look around in the internet and I might say there's not one such dedicated long course for improvisation, because it needs routine and repetition and input. And I'm taking this time. I might even put that on the title line. Anyway, let's go ahead. Give me again 2.5 minutes to talk about improvisation at the piano, what it's all about. It's also good to have a little bit of insight and knowledge about it before we go practicing again. I will stay on this level a little bit, also next episode, probably even getting a bit slower. I think I was maybe a bit fast this time. And let's collect input and let's collect routine. Combining. Let's go! Let's go!
Let's go!
Improvisation is the connection of cliches. A lick is a cliche. It has been there for probably 100 years, and the cliche is scale and a certain way of playing it maybe. And the improvisation bit is to combine these elements that are there already. It is very rarely that improvisation means improvising single notes, because the time isn't there. And well, actually, the faster something is, the more even the great masters, you can easily observe that, improvise in the chunks they pre-practiced are getting bigger. Because there's no time for creativity if you play it in. You just play scale, and that is pre-practice. And you practice maybe a couple of ways to play it fast. This is pre-practice and then used at some point in the improvisation. At this point, you have practiced on your own this bit. Possibly even already with the swipes. What the master can do within a microsecond is... That would mean I'm a master. I love that. Yes, Master Christian. So is that my experience told me already, these microseconds to connect them, I see this immediately, that this is a piece of scale, and I grab it. And I know I want to connect and go further down, so I grab it immediately. And then I see this already coming again. And I see this faster than you, or most of you, unless you're also masters. Welcome in the club. This time I will play and you just join in as soon as you've got it. Okay, you had it? Okay, let's do the other way around. You see, as very often in my tutorials, I explain that the thump is the axis for many rhythms, like... Thump is very important for your right hand as a drummer. It gives the sort of counter beat that lets you play the rest far more precisely. Okay? Okay, let's do this right away. That's a bit tricky, I know. It's a crossing, it's shifting the one, but well, you're on the fourth part now, not in the nursery class. I leave it at that. Okay, we do another one. Slower. Good. Now I'll show you something that is also essential, and it's a great, very small detail, and it allows for much more stuff. That is, if we divide this beat in 2 further beats, instead of doing is 1, is do it with me just now. It's 2 beats then, and it allows for far more interesting stuff. Of course, it's far too advanced. I wanted to show off and show you how great this can be. Okay, let's do one together. One more. You might ask, is this played all the time or just occasionally? It depends on the speed. I actually observed myself that I play it sometimes, sometimes not. So, and it depends on the energy you want. Or every second time. When I play fast, I play this only every second time. When I play slow, I always play it. Okay, let's do this a bit more. It's great, no? It's fantastic. And now we apply this to this figure. Look. It might be in this case actually good for you if you add the left hand to give you the one or the main beats, like 1, 2, 3, 4. In this case, you're allowed, it's actually helping you. Well, hold on. Okay, new one. You got it? I play it again. So we have even one more little thing to play drums with, okay? Now let's see, let's do a bit more with that, so you really get this whole thing in your hands. Furthermore, it got to be part of your DNA, and that you really are sort of familiar with all the aspects within this figure, because this is so rich in possibilities. Okay, well, hold on. think you might like this actually. Okay, let's do something more. And we add, hold on, let me just see. Yes, the other thing is that it's very often, especially if the line is coming from down, it's not played like this, but just coming from here maybe. And then we have, we take only, we enter the lick from here. It's still the same lick. Instead of starting from here, because we're coming from above. Because a line, it's always nice if something, a piece of improvisation sounds like a line and not like We have a feeling that it's scattered more, that it's broken. And it's nicer if we had Christian the amateur. So we really have a feeling, although it's different elements, we have a drone lick, we have single notes, and that it's still in a line and that is more musical. So if we come from above, we would rather use this one. In many cases, there's no dogma and no central rule for everything, but it's absolutely good to know it, because this sounds just stunning. See, I use this again. And if I can even put this one. Oh, fantastic! Okay, shall we do that? Okay, let's do that. I'm a bad teacher. I'm allowing you for sweets in between. But it's nice. The difference is from what you allow today is we actually allowed only 3 single notes, but on top. But we do this. It's also a nice harsh blues sound. And then I told you about improvisation, that it's the spontaneous, instant connecting of licks or of elements. Because this is, well, you can call it a lick, you can call it a sound or a blues element or whatever. But you come here and immediately, because you took my lessons, you know that this thing exists. It's all just because of my lessons. All blues. Okay. This is just an upbeat, that sounds good. Scale notes. And then, you know, again, because you took my lesson, you have 2 possibilities. Up, this upward, downward thing I just showed you. And this little decision you're making in this split second, that's improvising. Yeah? You have 2 elements that has been there before. This one, you have practiced that at home. This, you have practiced that at home. And then in playing, you're coming, it's a new song, and you're coming from a direction you have not practiced. Like, you never know from where you come. And then you have this under your hand. And then you, let's call the improvisation split second is, do I play this, or do I play, and drone lick, or do another web version of the drone lick, or play trill. So here are a couple of possibilities, or this one, or play the drone lick, or repeat it. So this is these tiny bits in between. That is improvisation. The choice that is not a choice anymore, because a choice takes time. You don't have time in music, not in fast and medium, and so it's a mix of, God only knows of what that is, that split second that lets you do this or that. It's a mix of routine, but it's a mix of creativity, a mix of maybe divine inspiration that Booker plays. Oh, I was just about to say Hooker. Hooker's plays something else, but we take Booker takes this one, and it's also probably is a thing of likelihood, like what he is used to play, and what his favorite sounds are, and what all of these things come into this. But we want to take this fraction of a second and make it, which is in your case maybe still 5 seconds, like, oh, okay, what can I do now? What can I do now? He says this one. So you're practicing with me right now to get the view, to get the view of what all is there, and just by repeating with me this stuff. And immediately put the fingers, go into the direction in this very split second, and go on. And this is your bit then, your decision. But the craft before is what is done at home, okay? Or on YouTube, which is my home. And let's see again. Okay. I play, you join in, we stay on C. And then I probably would say, if it's good enough, and a voice plus divine intervention would say, okay, I play the second time. And fortify it, give it more, give it something more that's not just a repetition. It is a repetition, but I give it a bit more. So, do it. You. And you have a great piece of improvisation in your solo. Okay, let's start. Okay, let's do this. Identify this, of course, because you're not a beginner anymore, as syncopations, right? Aha, forgot it. I shouldn't talk in between. And there, of course, we could also play. Again, do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, you know already, once you get into creative mode, you can also write improvisation. Let's take the other route. Classic stuff for blues piano. Play it with me. Do it with me now. Again. You don't have to play this, but you can. Okay. You saw the difference? Again. You just do this one, and this is only for advanced, or if you know how to play it, okay? It's easy. Okay, now we are building again a couple of notes around, because we're coming usually from one of these sides, either from down or we're coming from here. We already found if we're coming from above, we usually take the down version. Or this also. Or again, it's going to be coming from here. Let's do that. We start on the 1. That's good for you, I know. And if you can, end this with a trill. Or do it as you like. I like to do this 1-3. So I have a bit more attack, but for now, don't make it too complicated for you. Trill with the fingers you like. Again. And again. Okay, now listen. What are we doing here? Always I recommend to trill with the outer voices. If you can roll all 3, fine, but it's not necessary. Here. And one more. That was tricky rhythmically, but occasional challenges are good for your blood circulation. Oh, my memory is full. I gotta have a break here.
Bye-bye!
I hope you liked my video and that you learned something. Now you can subscribe. Just press this subscribe button or click on another of my videos on this side. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.